My husband grew up in an area just like Hilltop. When you look at the way that the trajectory of our lives went, they're very different. So I am a black and white individual. My mother is a white woman and she was very wealthy, so I had access to resources that most people who look like me don't have access to, like my husband. And so I was given way better resources, way better education. I ended up going to college. I got my master's degree. I was able to start working earlier and wound up in an executive director position here to serve people. My husband, on the other hand, dropped out at middle school, was introduced to crack cocaine at a young age, spent 20 years of life in prison because that's the life trajectory that he was given. And so just looking at resources like Peace Community Center, who could have come alongside someone like my husband and said, hey, before you drop out, let's look at everything that we can do for you first and stop you on this pathway so that you can have a better life.
We are an anti-racist organization, and as such, we work with a lot of the different schools in helping to facilitate conversations between students and other students, between students and parents, between students and staff, being able to start those changes from the base level.
We work with students from elementary school all the way to high school and beyond. We put on community events for their families and just offer all-around support to make sure these students and their families just have all the resources they need to have happy and healthy lives.
Here at Peace, we try to take a holistic approach on how we help our community. We don't have a one-mold-fits-all kind of situation. We take it case by case, and we have a massive, broad approach to how we help. We can be anything from helping somebody get to an appointment. Let's say your car's not running and you're running late to the doctor. We can do that. We have in the past helped people with gas cards to make sure that the families continue to go to work. That way they can continue to provide. We had families that sometimes go through financial hardships, and we have help with groceries. We basically look at the big picture, and we try to help as much as we can.
Another major expansion to our programming in this past year has been the ability to provide meals to our students after school. And that's been a tremendous help because predominantly many of our students identify as low income. And so many of them depend on the free or reduced breakfast and lunch programs. However, we noticed that there was a large gap in regards to providing meals during that dinner portion. And so a major project of ours was to get that program up and running so that we could provide that additional meal so that students can feel fulfilled after school and also still be fed.
Our program is so holistic, right? So we see progress in so many different ways. For some students, it might just be managing anger in classrooms, whether it's with students or teachers, and being able to kind of control their emotions and develop coping mechanisms so that they can be present in school and be focused on academics. Because some kids, they have so much else on their mind, it's hard to channel in on, what grade do I have in this class? For other students, it is just the tutoring side of it. I need help with math. I really want to do well on this, summative test I have coming up, or I have this goal for this class. I'd like to get a B or higher. So the needs vary.
If you just listen to my team members talk, the effect, not on just our team, but on the scholars and the families, has been crazy. The fact that we were able to, for example, we had a family that was experiencing homelessness, and we had the funds to go out and buy all of those kids clothes and then give them gas cards and then give them food. And so that mom, who for a moment was like, my kids are living in a van, we're gonna give them food so they don't have to worry about what they're going to eat tonight. And we're gonna give you gas so that you can keep your car running so they can go to school and be successful.
We start with elementary school, we go through middle school and high school, but when they graduate, we don't just wave goodbye and say, it was nice knowing you, we'll see you later. We are gonna be there to help them through college. If they have the desire to become leaders in the community, we're gonna cheer them on and help them with that. We're gonna be there when they start families of their own. We're gonna invite them to our community events and just be there for them however we can. We envision a vibrant community where youth and families are lifelong learners who use their diverse gifts to cultivate love, justice, and peace for generations to come. Peace Community Center was founded in 2001, and we don't have any plans of stopping anytime soon. We are going to continue to add programs and services as those needs arise in the community. And we are just so thankful for the funding that is coming in, because that allows us to make an even bigger impact.